Hey everyone, this podcast is part of Story Mode, the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed. You can support us and gain access to other great exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman by heading over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed, which is spelled like it sounds.
Hypecast mit Tom Reimann und David Bell.
We're doing so good.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is going to be a good episode, I can tell.
Yeah. Look,
I'm going to tank it.
you're going to drag us down?
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
One of us will do that well before you. Mm-hmm. You'll come out ready to sabotage the battleship, and it's already at the bottom of the sea.
No, yeah.
Yeah, we'll fucking see, won't we?
Race to the bottom. Here we go.
Well, I'm not going to blow this thing up. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of Hypecast.
Hypecast.
It's the show where we get hyped about stuff and things. I'm your co-host, Tom Ryman.
I'm your other co-host, David Bell. And
A third guy.
Our third person is...
And I'm your favorite guest, Robert Brockway. Hey, Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We're recording
Christmas.
this on Christmas Day, which was a little rude, but I don't know when you're running it, but Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
everyone.
Christmas to you. Yeah. Man, oof,
Yeah.
I don't know how much more of this pandemic I can take.
I know, right? I had to stay home this Christmas. It's wild.
Yeah, the second and third pandemics were fine, but this fourth pandemic is fucking crazy. The bat disease, I didn't know. I didn't know that it started turning everybody into bats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would be kind of cool at first, but I'm like my
Bat
arm
sex, you
it's
know?
like a bat arm now. Like
Yeah,
I got
I was
a little
thinking
bit of
like
it.
Batman, like man-bat. And,
Right.
just like an actual bat, but with a human face. It sucks.
It
You
doesn't.
can't do shit.
Yeah, and it gives you like none of the advantages of a bat and all of the health problems.
Like, I cannot work my PS5 controller at all with my tiny little bat hands.
My heart is the size of my pinky nail.
Yep. I gotta sleep upside down.
But still, hey, Merry Bat Christmas, everybody.
Yeah.
Merry
Blind
Bat
now.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Straight to
Merry
the bottom.
Batsmas.
Oh, thank you so much
Yes.
for joining us.
Thank you for doing the show, Robert.
Anytime.
How you been?
Garbage, but let's not talk about that. Kills me.
Same. Okay.
I'm having a great day.
Oh,
so,
good for you, Mr. Three
Yeah.
Emails.
Mr. 3 Emails, that's my new name.
Oh, good for you. How was it?
What does a good day feel like?
I don't know. I imagine it feels like the sun kissing your skin.
Oh, man.
Like being scalded. Yeah.
The lightness of all the endless possibilities of life in front of you.
Yeah. Well, have you ever, you guys have been to theme parks as children, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm suspecting one of those days was the best day of our lives, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like when we were like 5. And it's never going to get better than that. And
No.
we
You
just,
peak early.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I knew that already. I had that crushing realization already. You're not killing me here.
No,
It's
no,
gonna
not
take
at
more
all.
than that.
It's like every Christmas, I think, and now that we're, today is another
Right.
reminder of how just life has peaked way long
Yeah, I look
ago.
back on all the Christmases past and wonderful things that I got, and was so excited to just
Right,
it would just
it's
make
just-
my week.
For once, I'd like to be that excited about literally anything.
Yeah,
Right.
that's gone. That's
There's
gone.
a
That is
home video
gone
of me.
forever.
There's a home video of me on my 5th birthday, and they've got a party clown, and I'm just losing my fucking mind laughing at this party clown, and just watching that, and being like, I there's never been a comedy
That was it.
there's nothing that compares to
I'm never gonna top
I
this.
was
Yeah,
cackling like fucking Ray Liotta and Goodfellas at this party clown.
And now you know that you
Yeah.
owe the best day of your life to a clown. I mean, you
Oh,
got
yeah.
you got to find that clown.
Oh, he's
Right.
dead.
Well, he's probably
I mean,
dead, right?
Then you got to find that grave of that clown.
Yeah.
You got to find that
he was
corpse.
killed by the police.
Yeah.
You got to light a candle for him.
Yeah, I guess I should.
Oh, should we get into the
It's only
producers?
Yeah, we could talk about producers.
I mean, I
We
want to
have
keep doing
producers.
this bit, but
I definitely want to keep talking about party clowns, and we can.
I don't think
But
I ever
first-
had a party clown. Yeah.
Really?
No, I did
Yeah, my
have
parents loved me, so no, I didn't.
My
They weren't
parents
willing to
weren't
risk that.
were trying
Yeah.
to damage me. I did have the kid who cried when he realized he didn't get to take the present he brought home.
Oh no!
Aw.
Yep.
Oh, what an asshole!
He was
Learning
like
that you're an
4.
asshole at a birthday party. Wait, did I just discover I'm an asshole?
That's really why he was crying. It was a crushing
he just
existential
realized it.
weight of realizing that he was a motherfucker.
All right,
Oh, I'm a piece of
Producers.
shit.
producers. Tom,
All right,
keeping
yes.
us on track.
Yeah.
You know how you notoriously always take us off the rails? Well, I'm going to take us on the rails, and I'm going to thank some producers, starting with a big thank you to Del Griffith, the shower curtain fella. Thank you.
Woo.
Thank you to Lef. Thank you to Seismic Charge Noise.
It's the it's
Thank you to-
Django Fett noise, Brockway.
Yeah, specifically, it's the Django Fett noise. Thank you to Jake.
Oh, I really thought there was something else following that one.
No.
Simple man, Jake.
Jake, doing us all a favor. Thank you,
Simple
Jake.
kind of man named Jake.
Thank you to Numeno Ultra Microscopic Silico Volcano Coniosis Jones.
See, that's the fire you got to bring, Jake.
Yeah. Thank you to the baby from Eraserhead.
Always.
Thank you. Thank you to Chiz Lily Tits. Beautiful. Thank you to These 7 Bees. Thank you
7
to
of 'em.
Ruizy.
Woo.
Always. Thank you to Davey Francis for The Revenge. And thank you to MVB. Thank you.
All right.
You're
Thank
the
you.
best, buddy.
Yeah.
Let me jump in here. Thank you to Cheshire's Prophet.
Thank
you
you.
to Definitely Not Guillermo del Toro.
Of course.
Thank you to Brian, who Tom knows.
It's true.
Thank you to Bob Grenville.
Thank you,
Thank
Bob.
you to Steven.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you to Down Home Chicken.
Peacock.
Thank you to Han Toomey, the Confused Cyborg.
Thank you.
Thank you to Asking7.
Thank you.
Thank you to Hey Fuck You, I'm Happy Ed.
Thank you.
Thank you to Dracula, the Breast Driving Vampire.
Thank
The
you.
Brustra. I don't know why I said it that way. Thank you to Tiger
Driving
The rust driving vampire.
Yeah, the Rust. Oh, I don't know. Thank you to Tiger Drawers Pratt Thompson. All right. Raindrops keep falling on my head. I'm not singing. If I fucked up so much, if I try to sing it this week, something's liable to explode.
Right.
And last but not least, thank you to Dan Hackroyd.
Thank you.
And to all of you, a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone.
To those who observe.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into trailers, starting with this one dropped as we were recording last week's
Last week,
Hypecast.
yeah.
This is the trailer for Halloween Kills, the sequel
Yeah.
to Halloween.
The sequel to the reboot of the reboot. right?
Correct.
Yes.
Is that where we're at?
It's the retcon of the reboot.
Sequel
Yeah.
to the retcon of the reboot. Okay.
You think they're gonna
They're
do
fucking
the-
like Marvel timelines with this
I
shit.
know, it's wild. They're going to need Owen Wilson to come in here and sort it out for us.
What did everybody think of the first one?
I didn't like it. You know this.
Okay,
is true.
which first one?
The first
The
reboot of the
2018, 2019, the David Gordon Green one.
I don't know the names. Was that the one with Jamie Lee Curtis back and they
The most
were
recent
like
one.
not-
trying to trap him or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I liked that. Okay. It was all right.
Yeah, me and Tom, we did a review of it. We were both pretty disappointed. I'm at a point where I could rewatch it now, having completely forgotten it.
Yeah,
So
I haven't seen it
Kind of
since.
looking forward
so-
to that. But I remember it being underwhelming. I don't know.
As I do every Christmas, I'm actually watching Halloween 1 and
Right.
2. Like
Christmas
halfway
tradition.
through a rewatch of 2. Because there's nothing
The
says-
original?
nothing says Christmas like Halloween.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
you talking-
of course.
yeah.
Of
It's
course
right there in the
original.
name.
I'm not gonna rewatch the reboot
Rob-
of the
the Rob
reboot
Zombie
fucking, I
always-
tried watching the Rob Zombie one. I was like, Maybe I tried watching 2 because they started giving him like a fun origin story. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
This is literally the opposite of half of the dialogue of Halloween is just about how
he's just pure
he's
evil,
nothing, how he's a void, how there's always been this way and nothing happened to him. Like that's
right,
most
that's
of
the whole
script.
point.
Yeah, that's kind of
And
the
then
point,
Rob Zombie was like, let's do it. Let's make it a real Rob Zombie situation.
What if his parents sucked?
That initial flashback, like, ugh.
Yeah.
I, like, recoiled into myself because it was so Rob Zombie, too. It was the hillbilly.
That's where I stopped. I didn't
Yeah, and it was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, you're just doing Dracula. We're just Dracula.
I mean, if he had made a 2-hour film that was Dracula,
Just
I
make
would
fucking Dracula.
watch
Get
that
it over with.
movie.
End
I don't
it.
care what it's about. Dracula the movie? One, please.
Yeah. Like a Fast and the Furious, but full of, like, the monsters.
Right, just skeletons doing magnificent heists around the globe.
Exactly. Let's fund that. That would rule. That would be, like, the one thing that's your Rob's zombie shtick that we would actually enjoy. Mm-hmm. And you got to do that once.
I think Halloween as a series is like, I don't know, doing heroin. Like,
Go on.
The first couple times it's amazing, and then you keep going back to it, and it's like, oh, it's gonna be amazing again, and then it never really has been. Does that make sense? I bet there was a better analogy.
You're just never gonna beat the original.
No,
Yeah,
you're never.
They made the first 2, and then it feels like we always get excited for these, and then like a few years pass, and we just forget about them completely. Like the Rob Zombie ones got so much hype at the time, and now I couldn't fucking tell you what happened in those.
I remember nothing from. I'm pretty sure I saw the first one. I definitely saw the reboot or the retcon, or I have
Right.
no idea. Like vague memory of like them trying to trap him.
Yes,
like, okay.
and they set that's where this trailer starts.
No, that's it. That's all I got. That's the impression
that's
that it
fine.
made on me. There was some kind of trap, and
We just need to let stuff go, you know.
yeah,
And I know it's like it's not a very brave statement. It's a very obvious one, but this feels like it's sequel to the reboot, and it's like I can't.
Yeah,
I'm just not excited for
Stop
this.
it. Yeah, stop it.
I'm so contrarian that I'm like, I want to disagree with the whole don't make reboots, stop making remakes thing, even though I've done many pieces against it.
Yeah.
But now everybody's so on my side that I don't want to be on this side anymore.
Right.
Like if all of you were here, something must be wrong. I'm going back over there.
The problem is that even when a good one comes and goes, it's like the Terminator movies. Dark Fate, that last one, I enjoyed a lot, and I rewatched it, and it's fun. It's just too little, too late.
Yeah.
For most of these series, though, like this movie, Halloween Kills, could be amazing, and it just something about it feels.
I will say, if the premise of this movie is what it appears to be in the trailer, that basically the entire town rises up against Michael Myers, I really like that idea.
Oh yeah, but that's not new. That's like
Was that 5?
5? Yeah, I feel like it was 5. That's like for me, like the series. I've gone on record saying this movie is great. Halloween H2O should have just been the end of this series, and it really, it's silly because that's still like 7 movies in or something.
And it's also
That's enough,
bad.
though. That's enough for everybody.
Yeah, but we brought Jamie Lee Curtis back for that one.
Yeah.
And we did it. We did the thing, and then we should be done.
Right.
And then we just kept making them.
They did it part of the reason behind doing Halloween H2O was because it ends with Jamie Lee Curtis emphatically killing Michael Myers.
Exactly.
This is over. We are done.
And it's funny how canon doesn't matter anymore. Remember when that was outrageous?
Yeah.
When we were like, "Oh, the new Terminator's skipping over these movies. You can't do that." And now this one just is that. It's just, "Oh yeah, none of the sequels happened. We're just doing because this isn't a reboot, this is a sequel."
Yeah.
Yeah, here's my contrarian thing. I'd rather they do that than try to wiggle into like the timeline and retcon things in the movie as they go, and then just end up with a huge mess. I'd rather they just be like, listen, I want to tell this story that's fun, so Never mind.
So
Never mind.
here you
all.
go.
I get what you're saying, but I like the opposite because it's like a crazy writing prompt where
Oh
it's
man,
like,
if this wasn't Christmas, we would be butting heads right now.
yeah, this would come to blows. But yeah, I don't know. Ideally, they just make more different movies.
Yeah, ideally
Instead of
just
this.
just do an original thing.
Yeah, it's just there's so fucking many of these. I don't know. We've come to reboots of reboots now.
Wait, I
and
can't
I'm
even
numb.
remember.
I'm
I think it
numb.
might have been. Was it Halloween or was it Jason where Busta Rhymes did like an acrobatic routine and
Halloween.
That's-
That's Resurrection.
It's Halloween Resurrection. He actually.
That's the one where
that's where it should have ended.
they
That
kill-
scene is where it should have ended.
Oh yeah. They killed Jamie Lee Curtis at the beginning of that one because she had made H2O and been like, there, I did it. And they're like, we're making another. And she's like, kill me.
No.
Just fucking kill me.
This cannot be my life. And now it's your life though.
Yep.
Like, yeah, it ended up being your life though.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's not just the reboots. It's like the reboot sequels where they bring back the actors. They did the same with Dark Fate with Sarah Connor. And that was a pretty good movie. It's just way too late.
Yeah.
We've gotten this train wreck of Terminators. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a real disaster.
If we're retconning stuff, let's retcon it back to wacky Jackie Chan style freeze frame the second Busta Rhymes drop kicks Jason.
Yeah.
And then like music plays, show me some outtakes. Where they
I'm
get
pretty
hurt.
sure he says trick or treat, motherfucker, in that. I'm pretty
Perfect
sure.
ending.
He
Perfect ending.
he electrocutes Michael Myers' balls with a car battery.
Yeah, he does.
Such a good movie.
You
Everybody
can't.
watch,
it
everybody watch
really-
that instead of
Yeah, it really should have ended with that because you can't come back from that.
Yeah, where do you go?
Like,
This is the thing. Did we talk about this on? I don't know where we talked about this. The Jaws sequels. The reason why Jaws 2 is the least memorable is because that's the one that's trying to be the most
right,
like
it's the one that's
first
trying the hardest to be like a real
Yeah.
movie, and it's just you
And
can't be a real movie and also a Jaws sequel. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
So-
You have to give up.
You have to
just
go
say, all right,
bug
fuck it.
fucking wild and go
Yeah,
to
it's-
SeaWorld.
Jaws in the sky or bust.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jaws
Sky
in
Jaws.
space. I don't give a shit. Put a little scuba
Fuck, I
mask
would
on him,
love
have me
Jaws in
zooming around
space.
on a jetpack eating people. Yes.
Oh, that would be the best.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's make
Good
this
ideas
movie.
coming out of this.
Yeah.
Dave, I'm surprised. Well, I don't know if I'm surprised. but
I'm also surprised.
you didn't mention the Halloween 3 masks that are in the movie.
Oh, are they in the trailer? I missed
They sure
them.
are. Yeah, they're on some dead bodies that they show. Yeah, it's
That's
the,
great.
The skull,
See?
the pumpkin, and the witch.
That's what you bring back is
Trying to
Halloween
make
3.
canon. 3 didn't even want to be canon.
No.
Well, that was his idea. Apparently, is he wanted to
Yeah.
make this an anthology series, but they were like,
Yeah,
nope.
no. Would
This
have been
is
a better
very-
idea.
Yeah, it would have been better. Yeah, Friday the
Yeah.
13th was the same goal. And they're like, nah.
This is very like contrarian as well and a little hipster, but like this is the case for why Halloween 3 is the best sequel because that's the one that was like fuck everything. They didn't try to like fit it in. That said, some of the later ones when fucking Paul Rudd shows up,
Yeah, he
and
does.
Michael Myers is hitting people with a car, and it's like, okay, this is also delightful.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, valid point. Valid point, movie.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he does. People forget he spends, I don't know, an hour of the first movie behind the wheel of a car,
He
just
drives,
driving around town.
Window
stopping
down.
for gas,
Yeah,
And his
he's
mask.
running errands.
listening to NPR.
Just fucking picking up chicks.
Yeah.
Cruising slowly by them, looking at them. Gonna kill you later.
That's what he thinks picking up chicks is.
Yeah.
All right, I think we can move on.
All right. Speaking of murder, the next trailer is Clifford the Big Red Dog. They really chose a very bloody red for his coat.
They
So
did.
appropriate for the trailer because he kills like 8 people in the
Yeah.
trailer.
Yeah,
He does eat a dog in this.
eats a
and
dog.
I was hoping,
Dog?
I was
He
really
kills
hoping he'd
6 men.
swallow
Those
it.
are 6 men that are dead.
right. Like
Those
that
are never
scene where
coming
he's
back.
chasing the dude in the park in the giant inflatable ball, and then tackles
Yeah,
it and is
that
like
guy's
slamming
dead.
it around, and it cuts to like the put upon uncle, and he's like, "Oh, this dog is gonna kill
Oh,
me."
he
I was
gotta
like,
bury
"That dog
another
is
body."
literally killing that guy."
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
he just
this is-
knew he was next.
Yeah,
This is
Yep.
this is gonna end with Clifford getting shot by the police.
Getting shot by the army.
Yeah.
He's going to get shot by a
falling
tank.
off the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
It is like they go out of their way to show that this dog is dangerous.
That was like exclusively what the trailer was about, was how much this dog is just going to fuck up the entire world.
Yeah.
Right,
everything is ruined now.
If you made if you made a puppy enormous and impossibly strong, it will destroy the entire world.
Yeah.
Pretty good
By
horror
accident.
trailer.
But yeah.
This is what it feels like, one of those movies where the villains are going to be 100% correct.
You can't have this giant dog in
Or
the
like Clifford should be in a zoo.
We love him.
He definitely shouldn't be in the wild.
Yeah.
He should be allowed to grow enormous and feed.
Yeah. And it's a magic. Who's the magic person? Who's the Christopher Walken in this? He's in the trailer.
I don't remember.
I already forgot
John
as well.
Cleese. John Cleese.
John Cleese. So he's the Christopher Walken. Oh, man.
You magic Brit.
I don't have the only thing. I didn't read these books. I don't have any connection to Clifford. The only thing I can say about this, I mean, it looks. I mean, I guess it looks fine. And I don't know.
What if dog but big?
I have no connection to the only. Oh, that's what it was. The only thing I'm surprised about is that this is the first Clifford movie. Like it's
that is surprising.
It's weird that it's taken them this long.
Yeah, the moment CGI got invented, you'd think they would have done this.
They had to do it justice. You had to see every little hair on him. You had to see the child hands between his teeth.
That's right.
So
the bones crunching in his horrible maw.
This is from the director of Van Wilder.
Sure.
I just looked it up.
All right.
Also, Wild Hogs, and also Old Dogs. So another dog.
So there's a
one.
logical progression to his career.
Exactly. Also, Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Trip. Honestly, I got nothing against this director. It sounds like he's just trying to work.
He's just making kids movies, whatever.
Yeah. He's just like, look.
And I mean, not for nothing, Wild Hogs was a big hit.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he's really
Wild
just
Hogs.
trying to justify filming another Wild Hogs. He's got to get that budget.
It's
Yeah.
the
Do all
motorcycle.
the CGI.
Yeah, we got a CGI fucking Tim Allen. Was that it?
Now
Yeah,
the hogs are giant.
Yeah.
This is one of those movies where I guarantee it was almost completely shot on a backlot, like a Universal backlot or something like that, right?
It does look cheap.
Yeah, but like, does it need to be expensive?
No.
Do we need? This is exactly. This is God. The bar is so low, but like, I'm glad this isn't like Gritty. You know, like
No, but
I'm
I
glad
mean,
they just made this look like it looks like a kid's film. Also, it's the writer of I Spy, so it's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
How long till there's a giant poop joke? I vote maybe 2 minutes into when he becomes giant.
Yeah, they can't go that
Like
whole
that
movie.
first walk, first leaving the house.
I can already
giant
see
poop
it.
joke.
It's going to be they're going to be a plant payoff with she takes the puppy home and it poops on the neighbor's lawn and he's like, "Yeah, kid." And then it's going to do it again and it's going to like destroy
Should have
his
brought
car.
a bigger bag.
Yeah.
No, later it's going to do it again. It'll have the neighbor's skull in the poop.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
His bleached white carcass.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll cheer, but then all of like his kids' skulls will come out. Oh no!
Oh no, Clifford! What did you do? Yeah.
Saxophones, freeze frame. Good scene.
Yeah. I mean, it's the director of Van Wilder, so what are the odds that Clifford humps a donut that is then fed to a dude?
Very good.
Yeah. You guys remember that in Van Wilder?
No.
Who's seen Van Wilder?
I saw it like once and I remember that.
3 times. I've seen it 3 times.
Yeah. I have no other thoughts about Clifford, the big red dog.
Sure.
Full of murder. Looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really curious to know the body count.
I think I don't know what else you would do. But
that's the thing.
I like the photorealistic dog is also weird.
It's unsettling.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: is that this was inevitable. Like you said, you were surprised they hadn't made it yet. And so, like, when you picture like if someone told you they're making a Clifford movie, this is exactly what would be in my mind, right? Is like, this has a BTS song in the trailer. Don't ask me how I know BTS. The answer is Beat Saber. But like, it's a kids movie. It's just bright colors, kids movie, creepy CGI dog.
Sure.
This is exactly what I would imagine, and there it is. So I hope kids love it. I hope it makes $1 billion. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I don't care anymore. I don't even
Yeah.
care.
No, I
Okay,
mean, this
well
is
now
like,
I do. I hope it makes more money than Avatar, just to stick it.
No, this
Yeah,
movie
now
is-
I'm invested. Now I'm invested.
Yeah, this is harmless in my head. This
Sure.
is what kids movies are. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
stupid.
This is a kids movie. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, good for them.
Let's move on.
Let's talk about Settlers, another movie,
It is a film.
and it's red like Mars in Clifford. That's sorry, I was trying to find a smooth transition,
There's a
and I
lot
think
of
I did great.
a lot of murder in it, just like Clifford.
Yeah, it's Mars. It's Mars Western, right? This is a Sundance one. People are all about it. It seems like it's a family on Mars, escaping, I assume, some sort of climate change. It's everybody's rock hard for Mars right now.
Yeah, and least of all, Johnny Lee Miller, who is in the movie, because he's already hacked one planet. Now he has to hack
Wait.
another one.
I believe he dies in the trailer.
He appears to, yeah.
That's not great. That's not a great role.
Not a great
when you
sign
die
for
in the
old
trailer.
Johnny Lee Miller.
No, no, not at all.
That's all I could. As
God,
soon as
I
I
didn't
saw him, I
even
was like,
realize
man,
that was-
he hacked the planet so hard he had to leave Earth.
I didn't
There's no
realize that
challenge
was
left.
Yeah,
that was Eon Flux's Johnny Lee Miller. That's amazing.
sure was.
Trashing our rights.
This really does feel like I saw the entire movie.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's definitely that trailer where I'm like, okay.
So did Halloween
movie.
Kills, by the way.
What?
I think I said so did Halloween Kills, by the way. I think we see like 15
Oh, yeah.
murders in that trailer. It's like, Jesus,
Yeah.
okay.
You see them gear up to fight back, scenes of them fighting back. You're like, yeah,
Yeah, I got it.
that was a good. I
Yeah.
mean, congratulations on telling
Yeah.
a compelling story in 3 minutes.
Right.
Good job.
Yeah. This movie could go either way.
Yeah.
Everybody's loving it on Sundance. I assume it's gonna have something to say. It honestly though, the premise, it doesn't interest me.
I don't know. I'm into the premise. I like it's this family that's living on Mars, and they get attacked by some people that aren't supposed to be there. The dad goes off to fight them and disappears, and some weirdo moves in and he's like, "I'm going to show you how to restart this facility," and then he basically just takes the mom and the daughter hostage
Yeah.
for everyone
No,
at
it's
home.
not. It doesn't
Deal
look
with
like
this
a bad
abusive
movie.
man on a isolated farmstead, which is it's very Western.
Yeah, it is. That's I guess what it. It's not that I don't think it'll be good. It's just that it's such a bummer.
It is a bummer.
And,
yeah.
and I'm just like, this is gonna be like an emotional slog of a movie that I'll definitely see because it's probably very good.
It looks good, yeah, and I like
Yeah.
Sophia Boutella.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I mean it. I got a little bit of a Prospect vibe from it.
yeah.
It's the only one so far that I'd really want to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it looks good. It does look pretty grim though. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
It's
it's
grim.
one where it's like I'm gonna have to be in a mood for this.
Yeah.
It's not Christmas watching.
No,
It's
don't watch
not
it today.
Christmas
Don't
watching.
watch it today.
No.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain movies like this that you just have to rip the Band-Aid off, I guess.
Yeah, I still haven't seen Room because every time
Yeah,
I'm
me
like,
neither.
it's on my watch list. And every time I scroll past, I'm like, not tonight.
Ugh, I don't want to feel stuff. I felt so many things.
I finally,
done.
I finally saw Audition. That was one that was like, man, it's no good time to watch Audition.
Yeah, pretty much all of Takashi Miike.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a safe. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe this is really. Maybe Clifford shows up in this movie. I don't know. But I'm guessing it's going to be a real bummer. It just screams, "Hey, this movie's going to be a real bummer." But
I mean, maybe.
Probably pretty good.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it'll be a
good
terrific
bummer.
Yeah.
It'll be a solid bummer. It's like
Oh
you're
yeah.
weeping on the way home from this. It's pretty good.
No, yeah.
It's a good movie. Everyone should watch it.
Next trailer then.
Yeah.
Don't Breathe 2. Tom, you really helped me out here because this trailer is bad.
Yeah, this is a bad. This trailer
that's got some problems.
Yeah.
The trailer is so bad.
Well, one problem. It's got
Yeah.
one real big problem.
It's got a huge problem.
Yeah.
If you've seen the original Don't Breathe, the trailer for the new Don't Breathe basically makes it look, basically appears as though it's turning Stephen Lang, who played the blind man in the first movie, into like John Wick, into like a righteous Avenger, like saving this little girl.
I have such a hard time believing it just appears because they. Yeah,
right.
He was the hero. He's the
hero of this trailer.
Unabashed.
100%.
Be on his side, total badass. Watch this guy just dismantle everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
And now I did not see the first movie, but enough people talked about it that I understand why that's a bad idea.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
he's a
he's not-
kidnapping rapist.
Yeah. In the
Yeah,
first
that's the
one, he's
twist.
not good.
Yeah.
The twist of your movie was like,
That's the
we
twist.
shouldn't be feeling for this guy.
Exactly. The twist is literally you shouldn't feel bad for him.
I
And then the
think
twist of the second movie is, maybe should.
Maybe you should.
right. They're like doing his like dark origin to like I don't know. I think just
We
some
already knew
movies
his dark
don't
origin.
need sequels, and this definitely didn't need a sequel. Kind of going off of Halloween, where it's like, what are we going to get, like 10 of these? What the fuck is this? The first one, I didn't like the first one very much, but I people liked it, and I like the director. It's very standalone. It's not a
No.
movie that you keep making more, and there's that instinct where producers like, it did so well, let's make another, and it's like, no, that
But the
you don't
twist,
understand why it did
fuck
so
the
well.
twist.
Yeah. So this, like, they don't have anywhere to go, so they have to make him like Daredevil. They're
Yeah,
like
you know
doing
what it is?
Daredevil shit in this.
They're gonna do the same twist again. They're gonna be like, see, you thought he was Daredevil.
Oh,
But then
yeah.
he's gonna start molesting again.
Oh, he's
Right.
he's kidnapping that child. Like I'm
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
convinced that's what's
Oh.
happening.
They say it in the trailer. It's the one part that implies that he's not the hero, where they say like, did he tell you he's your father? Because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have bad news for you, kid, or whatever.
Yeah, he's not who he
But-
says he is what they say.
Right. The problem is that the first Don't Breathe is a cool idea, which is they break into old man's house, and he turns out to be John Wick. And it's like, what if he's the bad guy? And I would say movies like The Guest already did that, but still, it's a good idea. But now it's like, okay, in a sequel, what do we do? I guess we just make it an action movie?
Yeah.
Because that's what this looks like.
Yeah, this
And
is
it's
an
like,
action film.
Right, and it's like, well, that was the whole point. They were subverting that genre in the first one. Just doing the genre as the sequel doesn't work.
Yeah, maybe we do Zatoichi this time, but
Right.
a really problematic version. The
So, yeah,
kids, they're always talking about problematic. The kids love problematic, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's good, right?
Hashtag problematic.
That's a really
It's-
really high SEO returns on that phrase.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll watch this. But the thing that I was saying is, one of my coworkers went to cover this media event where they debuted this trailer, and the director, Fede Alvarez, not the director, the producer, Fede Alvarez, he directed the first one, and the director of this new one were, from what my coworker was telling us, were like pretty insistent. Like they stressed the fact that Stephen Lang is not the hero of the film. So I guess maybe they didn't cut the trailer, or I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they saw the trailer and they're like, what the fuck?
But they clearly felt the need to stress that to the people
Right.
there.
Yeah, and good on them. That's the thing. I like them. Again, I really didn't like Don't Breathe. I thought it was cheap.
I know.
The writing, but they're great. And I guess I think I'm kind of secretly bummed about that. Is that I'd rather see him make, I don't know, another Evil Dead or another horror movie, and instead it's one of these, and I just don't like them.
But that is my favorite kind of like press junket, is when the people that made the movie have to come out and be like, We didn't do this.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
don't think I did this.
Yeah, this
Okay?
is not what we did.
Look, it's got my name on it. I can't do anything about that. I need to explain some things.
Oh, yeah. So I just looked up Stephen Lang. I didn't know he's credited, at least, for all 5 avatars.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he super died.
They're
In Avatar.
super bringing him back.
They're
Like,
he's gonna get
life treat or something. We've
Yeah,
known
he's gonna get
known
life
he was
treat.
coming back. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that he's in all 5, apparently.
Yeah, why
Because
not?
he's like the Darth Vader of Avatar, Stephen Lang.
He wasn't like that compelling of a villain. He's
That was
just
the
a
whole point of him.
cigar
He's supposed
chomping,
to just-
scar-faced, bad
Yeah.
guy. That's it.
He has to
That's
be
really
turned
funny.
into a blue guy or something.
If they don't make him
Yeah.
a fucking blue elf, I swear to God.
like, have
That
to.
would be
Right,
so
you have to.
fun.
Like, dictated by the universe that you have to do that.
Turn him
Yeah.
into a space Thundercat. Although I guess all Thundercats are technically space Thundercats.
Sure.
Anyway,
I'm so excited for the avatars.
Me too.
It's funny because that statement just like crumbles everything I've said about sequels and like everything so far. But like,
Well,
you
you're
know,
excited for the Avatar sequels in the same way that you would be excited to see Logan Paul in a monster truck rally against a Tyrannosaurus.
yes,
It's like, I have
Yes.
to watch this.
yeah. I have to see how this is gonna all end.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on Don't Breathe 2?
No.
I had one pretty good thought. I'm gonna just double down on that one. One pretty good thought. You shouldn't have done this.
Yeah. It really seems like they shouldn't have done this. And maybe, I don't know, maybe the marketing people need a talking to. I don't know.
Because I can't, obviously, none of us know for certain, but the fact that they felt the need to stress that so heavily to
Yeah.
the people
Yeah.
there.
Well, I think
Whoever
watching
done this shouldn't have done this.
watching this trailer, I think I said it loud, like, wait a fucking second.
It's
like
if you've seen
like,
the
what
first
the
one
fuck?
and you watch this trailer, you're like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah,
I
have
haven't
you
even
lost
seen the
your
first one,
minds?
and I still got it.
Yeah. They're like, cool anti-hero, and it's like, no,
No.
you made sure he couldn't be an anti-hero in the first movie.
Yeah, this guy is a
This isn't
full-blown
Terminator
maniac.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. All right. Speaking of anti-heroes, the Many Saints of Newark.
Boy, that kid
The
looks a lot like James
Sopranos.
Gandolfini. Yeah.
Yeah, that was some good casting.
Oh, I think that's
It's
Gandolfini's
his
kid.
actual son.
Yeah.
Good casting then.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
But like, I don't look that much like my dad. So
Yeah.
solid
Yeah,
casting.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid casting by James Gandolfino.
Did I see a flash of Ray Liotta doing his laughing
Yeah.
face?
Yeah.
Bringing the old hits. I haven't seen him make that laughing face since Goodfellas. I feel like,
I feel
If
like he
anybody-
doesn't. I feel like he doesn't do it for just anyone.
yeah, David Chase, man.
He does it for
makes
David
sense.
Chase in the Sopranos prequel.
It makes sense because
It does.
like this is if there was ever a thing to get like mob actors back doing their thing, it's this. I think I'm actually excited for this.
So yeah,
The moment I saw John Bernthal, I was like, oh, okay.
and
And Vera Farmiga like as fucking
as his mom.
as his mom, who is it's hard to replace that actress who played his mom in the series, but I'm sure she's up for it.
Yeah, they put a little fake nose on her.
Yeah. Tony Soprano's mom is a hell of a fucking character.
Yeah,
Did you guys, who here's watched Sopranos?
Not me.
I've seen the first season.
Because everybody tells me to watch The Sopranos.
Yeah.
I'm that
Well,
guy. I'm going to
it's-
be that guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
You fucking know then. You're trying to
It's-
make me.
It's good. I
See?
don't know. See
You
it or
wanna
don't
try
see
it.
it. It's
You
so
wanna try
old
it.
now, though. It's like telling people to watch MASH. It's like they're either going to watch it or they're
Right?
not, and it's
I
fine.
outlasted. I stood strong.
Yeah, no, good for you.
I don't want to watch MASH.
I don't want to watch MASH. Is it weird that this is from the director of Terminator Genesis?
A little.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
That's he also did Thor: The Dark World. A lot of TV, a lot of HBO, which explains it. I'm looking at his credits. I'm actually not seeing any episodes of Sopranos here. 6 Feet Under, Deadwood, Rome.
Like the Thor, the Dark World of the Sopranos.
No,
Yeah.
They actually did do some Sopranos here. Yeah, this person is clearly a very successful TV director. Game of Thrones, Nurse Jackie,
Okay,
Mad
but which
Men,
Game
The
of Thrones?
Sopranos. That is a good question.
Well,
Beyond the Wall?
That's a loaded statement.
I knew that this movie, well, at least I'm pretty sure initially this movie was going to be just an HBO film, like the Deadwood movie. But I think
It
now
still is, right?
I think they're putting it in some theaters.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, okay. I
Wow,
mean,
what a weird strategy for people. I mean, the original is still on the HBO.
Yeah,
So you would only go see it
it's-
if you had or were interested in HBO already.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not the first time a TV series has continued in a movie.
yeah,
No,
it's,
but that it would be locked behind a certain paywall and then got a movie. I can't think of when that's happened. Like it would
This
be
is,
like
That's
True
true.
Blood
Yeah,
getting a theater release or something.
you know, I'm really scratching my head over this.
It's just
Anyway.
a weird move, right?
It is kind of a weird move. Yeah.
I mean, feels weird, but there clearly is an audience for it. The idea of making a sequel, I mean, the Deadwood movie is the same way, where it's like, who is this for? And it's like, it's for a very specific group of people. It's people who've watched Deadwood and like watched it multiple times and like really needed it to be completed. This is a little weirder because The Sopranos was very much completed. So I'm very curious what story they have to tell here.
It's about the death of his uncle.
Yeah, which I there's a lot of flashbacks in The Sopranos. Like they handled Tony Soprano as a kid. So I don't know. It's still, I don't know. It still looks cool, obviously, but I don't know.
I need to see who's playing infant Christopher Moltisanti. That's all I care about.
I know Corey Stoll is playing Junior, which is a good choice. He was what's his face in House of Cards. He was the guy.
I know who Corey Stoll is. The bad guy in Ant-Man.
He is. He's the bad guy in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The Ray Liotta, John Bernthal, like that was the two reasons I was like, oh, okay, I'm finally excited for this, because like as much as I liked The Sopranos, like this just felt so unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that they covered this period in the show, so that does make it even weirder. Where it's like, why are we gonna? I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, they do flashbacks and shit when Tony was a kid, because there's a whole thread about Tony and his son clearly going in the same direction, you know, where you get to watch this like young kid and you know like he's gonna do terrible things, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's the family business.
What are you gonna do?
I'm just trying to being a dad looking at your kid, and just being like, he is gonna murder so many people, and there's just not a
But what are you
thing
gonna
I
do?
can do about it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, this next trailer is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. This was like,
This is
I
where
almost didn't put this on it because it's like,
it's like the third Shang-Chi trailer we've gotten.
this is the first one where I actually saw like, because my big thing, I was like, what the fuck is the superhero aspect? And now I see it's the fucking rings.
It's the rings, yeah. The rings
Yeah,
of power.
Yeah.
Give him power. I loved this. I thought it was like late 90s, early 2000s kung fu movie in the Marvel universe. I was like, yeah,
Yes!
all
Yeah,
right.
it
I
looks
didn't know
cool.
I wanted that, but
It
Sure,
feels
I
very
do want
Crouching
that.
Tiger. It's like wire stunts.
yeah.
Uh,
But with, Marvel budget and special effects and sensibilities interjected in there.
And I'm pretty sure I saw Fing Fang Foom in there.
What the hell is that?
Fing Fang Foom is a giant dragon.
Yeah, the dragon.
Oh,
I didn't see the.
shit.
I must not have been paying attention.
The underwater sequence, he comes face to face with the dragon. You can't really see it
Oh,
clearly.
right.
So I don't know if it's
Yeah,
like a
it's something.
vision or But I was like, is this Fing Fang Foom? Are they bringing him into this?
Are they to cram Iron Fist in this?
They might. They crammed Abomination in there.
Yeah. Well, because Iron Fist actually that series and the Defenders, is that what that was called?
Yes.
They actually straight up say there's dragons in the Marvel universe, which is one of those weird things in the show where it's like I feel like that should come up more.
No, it seems like that was a big deal what you just
exist.
said. Should we maybe not say this in Iron Fist so that people will see it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
can we have more dragons? If there are dragons, can we have some, please? And that sounds like what we're getting.
Yeah, and like Fing Fang Foom is like a supervillain who like speaks and has plans and stuff. So they'd be really hard to keep a lid on that guy.
Right. If there's dragons crawling around,
Yeah, you are going to have to explain why he hasn't just been in every movie where they're like, oh yeah, and the dragon. Like, yeah, these aliens suck, and that dragon.
Also, I just looked it up, and Marvel Toys already leaked that this dragon is in there.
It is Fing Fang Foom?
Right.
Yep.
Shit, I'm buying 18 tickets now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want the
definitely sick of
message to be
Marvel shit,
clear.
but this is the way to get me less sick of it.
Yes, this is, I want to reward this behavior specifically.
Well, all right, here's what I said this already about Black Widow. And now this is already is doing it for me too. What Black Widow and this are getting me excited for is just seeing actual like action. Like we said, like actual fighting and shit. Because Marvel has all the money in the world. Spend it on stunt people. You know, and like show me some really cool fucking stunts. And I think that's when Marvel is at its best or most interesting in their movies. And now we're getting two that really feel like they're going to be that. And that gets me rock hard.
Yeah, man. Turgid.
Yeah.
Right
I'm
there with
vibrating.
you. All
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah.
Rock hard. Picture it.
Rock hard.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm I'm getting a little Loki. Loki's been fun. I'm getting like I didn't like the other two shows, but you know, things are looking up.
Yeah, man.
It's good.
Yeah, let's move on.
All right. Now let's get to the main event. I put this last for a reason. Folks, this is called Blood Red Sky.
Oh boy, is it. Oh man.
This is a trailer everybody should watch.
It's been making. I'm sure a lot of people listening have seen it already because it's been making the rounds on social
I've
media.
not seen it,
Oh, yeah.
but I loved it.
Yeah. This is y'all remember Flight Plan? Jodie Foster's Flight Plan?
I do, Dave, but I haven't seen it.
Or like Red Eye. Take
Vamps on a
Passenger
plane.
50
Passenger 57.
Passenger 57, but a vampire, folks.
No, to be
Passenger
clear,
57, but he's Blade.
right?
Yeah.
I was going to say to be clear, Passenger 57, but Wesley Snipes is the vampire, not Bruce Payne.
Yes. But he's Blade.
It's an
he's
airplane that's
Blade.
been hijacked. Right.
Blade on a plane.
Just Blade,
Blade
on
on
a
a plane, everybody.
Yeah, an airplane gets hijacked, and only a vampire can stop them.
Yeah.
I fucking loved how she got more monstrous as like
Right? I like that
Apparently.
it's like a real gnarly version
Yeah.
of vampire.
she's a
starts off like,
Nosferatu.
oh, you're
Yeah.
you know, you're a loving mother, you're good vampire, and then it just gets real like, oh, uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm assuming because it's like she's taking some kind of blood medicine or something, so she doesn't
Yeah, the more
vamp
she
out.
drinks, the more of like
Right,
a monster
yeah.
she becomes, and then like that's a great idea to put it on a plane.
Yeah. How
Did you
how
notice
is
who
there going to be any danger to her? Or is the film just going to be a vampire eating people, which I'm fine with. But like, you know,
I don't
Like,
know.
what are they
It's,
gonna
It's gonna be
threaten her
tough.
with?
You're gonna have to do some creative writing to really
Yeah.
balance those odds.
yeah, they can. I mean, they can obviously come up with their own vampire mythology to make it a little less, you know,
Oh,
of
yeah.
a foregone conclusion.
well,
But,
it's a
yeah.
it's a night flight, so maybe she can't. You
And
know.
they make a big deal about having to steer away from the sun in the trailer.
Yeah. All right.
Dave, did you notice? Speaking of Blade, did you guys notice who the bad guy is? Who the leader of the terrorists are?
No.
Oh man, it's Dominic Purcell who played Dracula in Blade Trinity.
Good for him. Oh man.
On the other side of the equation now.
Oh man, I'm looking at his IMDb. He was also in Equilibrium. Oh, good for him.
Got a type.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm fucking excited for this.
Oh, hell yeah. It's coming to
Yeah.
Netflix pretty damn soon, I think.
Yeah.
Looks awesome.
It does. It really does.
I don't have a lot of good jokes about things that just fucking rule.
Yeah.
No, this is why we made movies. This is why the Lumiere brothers, this is what they were dreaming of when they were inventing the camera.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, someday we'll have the technology to make a vampire on a plane movie.
Pilots in space, no?
Yeah.
It's not today. Maybe
It's
not
not
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Someday.
but we're getting there. And we got there finally.
When the world is ready.
We can stop making movies.
Yeah,
after
we've done.
this.
We have accomplished movies.
Yeah.
This is how movies end. You freeze frame on Busta Rhymes
Yep.
kicking this plane right out of the sky.
Oh, if they got Busta Rhymes in this, it would be perfect.
Right? That would be that's the missing piece of every movie, really.
Yeah. Well, that's trailers, folks.
Ah, man, we did it. All right, let's get into some
It's
news
time-
stories.
Yeah, it's time to get into news stories. But first, we have some more patrons to thank.
Oh shit.
Thank you to Kool-Aid Molotov says, fill me with the blood of your billionaires and drink deep, my brothers. Thank you.
Sure.
A good one.
Thank you to E.T., the extravagant terresticle.
Always.
Thank you. Thank you to Cody Johnston's time machine noise. You know it. It's happening in your head right now. Thank you to Pete Forpagel. Thank you to Glitterous. Thanks for having Jason Pargin on. Here's $25. Thank you.
Woo.
Thank you to the Midnight Patron with patrons at midnight. Thank you very much.
Let me jump in here. Thank you to Exploding Runes. Thank you. Andrew How.
Thank you.
Thank you to Vincent with a Y.
Thank you.
Thank you to Rev MD.
Thank you.
Thank you to Dr. DNA.
Thank
Thank you to Lauren Gucci. Thank you
Thank
to
you.
Bootler Bootlesson.
Thank you.
That's it, Dave.
Thank you.
So apparently Blumhouse is making an Exorcist reboot.
Yeah, you think they're going to get Rennie Harlan for this?
I mean, I hope so.
To continue Exorcist the beginning?
Exorcist the beginning? I hope so.
It was it was rumored to be the Don't Breathe people.
It was. That's right. That's
But
true.
it hasn't been confirmed. What do you guys think? How many Exorcist movies have there been? Like 4?
3, I thought. Well, then there's the prequel that you just mentioned, so 4.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there was another one.
And then the
So
TV
4.
show.
Yeah.
TV show was oddly decent at times.
You know,
Exorcist
I
3
never
is
saw
not
that,
bad.
but I never saw it, but I heard that.
Yeah,
See-
it wasn't very. It was about exorcisms, but it wasn't very.
I told
exorcist,
you-
but they-
My experience with it, I shut it off halfway through the first episode when one priest pulled a gun on another priest. And I was like,
See,
you know what?
that's where you get
I'm
me.
all
Like,
set.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, see, for me, I was just like, I don't need this in my life. God, I want to watch Exorcist 3 now. It's weird
Yeah.
because I think Exorcist, I can consider them kind of like Jaws is. And this, like, where it's like you made one really good one, and then, like, what does it fucking matter how many we make afterwards?
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know why I
Exorcist in
have.
space.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm like. Why, like, this doesn't bother me while Halloween bothers me. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah,
like,
I don't feel
it's a
too
logical.
protective of it. It's also just like I feel like everybody knows when you're doing like, well, we're doing an Exorcist reboot. Everybody's like, yeah, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not going to do anything to the original movie. It's not going to be great. Everybody knows what you're doing. We're not going into that. Whereas, like, with the Halloween one, they got some legitimate hype. You want to root for it, but you know they're going to fall through. Just kind of
You're
hurts a
right.
little more.
You're right. That's what it is that I think Halloween, you could kind of reboot it.
Yeah, you're going to fall short, though, if the last movie and this trailer is any indication. So it's a
Yeah.
little sad, whereas, like, you've started out on a loss by doing an Exorcist reboot. That's a dumb
Yeah.
idea.
I think it's like rebooting Jaws, where the problem is that if you're going to make a movie about a killer shark, there's really only one movie to make, and it was Jaws.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's hard. You know, there's been some good ones here and there, but for the most part, it's been done. They did it. They did the shark movie. And The Exorcist feels similar, where it's like every possession movie since The Exorcist has just been doing The Exorcist.
Yes.
it's weird that demonic possession, only looks one way because of The Exorcist. Their bodies twist around, they float, their voice changes. The Exorcist just did it.
Right.
So to remake it feels like...
Yeah, it's been creatively stagnant since
you're really going to have
moment
to mix
it was
up.
introduced. Yeah.
Right, so doing a reboot, it's just like, I don't know, you're just going to do the things again, I guess. I don't know.
This time they grow cat ears and they start speaking really cutely, maybe. Just really
That would be
subverting
neat.
some tropes.
Aw, like a real adorable possession.
Right, there got to
Yeah.
be some cute demons.
Right,
Can't
they
tell me
must
they're
have
all
them.
like that.
Yeah.
Hell's
They
a big place.
They can't all look like buttholes. There must be some little
At some
Pokemon looking
point,
demons
there has
running
been-
around there.
At some point, there's been a kitten that's been damned to hell and then did so well they got a promotion. You can't tell me that didn't happen.
Oh,
Let's
they
see
all
that
go
story.
to hell, Robert.
Right, but this one got a promotion
Right.
to demon, and now it's back. So let's see it.
Show us it.
Exorcist Hello Kitty edition.
Oh, man. Yeah, why the fuck not? I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's
Do
fuck it
something
up.
different
Let's fuck
with
it up.
demonic possession. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Like-
anything. Like you said, that you pointed out that I never really thought of before in those terms. But yeah, it does look exactly the same just because of The Exorcist. Like that's everybody's touchstone.
Right.
And it's not like The Exorcist is like with Jaws, it's one thing because you're like, sharks are real. So it's like we have real
Says
sharks. Yeah, we know that. Well, that's true. But what I'm saying is, it's like we're using The Exorcist as if it's like the only reference point, even though it's fucking bullshit. Like it's not.
Right.
It's just a story. Like you can look like anything. Like what are you talking about? Why
I'm
does it have to
scratching
be
my head.
contortionists?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of non-exorcist demonic possession. There's really only one that stands out, and it doesn't stand out that far much, but fucking The Evil Dead. The Evil Dead, it still sort of does the Exorcist thing, but has its own
But then they
brand,
kick
you know?
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they still look like the Exorcist. They still have that.
Yeah.
But it's like a sillier demonic
And
possession.
they fucking jump kick you. Somebody
Yeah.
saw that and thought, what if instead of like ruining you psychologically, they just do a sweet jump kick? The answer
Just
was that
kick
rule.
the shit out of you.
The answer was it's way better.
It's way
Yeah.
cooler. So yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah. No, it is. Agreed.
Agree.
All
Some
right.
weird calls.
You guys want to talk about this Rise of the Beasts? We talked about it last week, but now we just learned that Ron Perlman to play Optimus Primal in
In the new
in
Transformers.
Rise of the Beasts.
Yeah, the Beast Wars movie that's coming
That's
out.
the story. Slow news week. Slow news week.
Well,
I've
it was.
caught-
Go ahead.
Well, I was just saying I've caught so little of Transformers since like the mid 80s that none of this means anything. I don't even have like a guess as to what this means. It's just
Yeah, I'm
It's
only.
like when teenagers start talking about apps. Like,
Sure.
I don't know, man. I'm just
I
gonna,
have,
don't know
a,
who
I have a
Optimus
phone,
Primal
but I
is?
don't know what any of this
All right,
is.
I'm gonna be out here.
Yeah. It's. I get why this it made news because Peter Cullen's the only person who's ever voiced Optimus Prime, right? So
I think so. Even in because this isn't Optimus Prime though. It's Optimus
that's
Primal.
true. It's Optimus Primal. That I don't know because I was like 10. I was aware of Beast Wars, but I don't know anything
What
about
does-
it. Like,
I'm trying to remember what Optimus Primal turned into. Beast Wars was when I was in like I don't know, middle school. It was the thing that like I had a TV by my bed. I would wake up and turn on the TV and it would be on, and I wouldn't always catch all of it. And so like I'd always get like the ends of Beast Wars or like half asleep Beast Wars. I remember the CGI was just hilarious.
oh yeah, it was like that reboot CGI, the show reboot. I mean,
Yeah. I'm trying to remember because I think it actually takes place it like takes place on a primitive Earth. Like there's not humans in it. And I'm really trying to remember what the fuck he transformed into. It was some bullshit.
well, he's a gorilla, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, right. That is just his form, isn't it? Oh, that's so dumb. Sorry, for some reason in my head I was like, well, it's got to be some sort of vehicle in the mix too. But you're right, it was just a fucking gorilla, which when you think about it is dumb because like a gorilla and a robot man. Like, how is that a change?
You think gorillas and robots are the same thing? That's a bold
Well,
stance,
like-
and I'd like to hear you defend it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I guess. All
Elaborate.
right. I don't want to drag this out, but like, what do you guys believe is the fundamental function of a transformer? They're a robot in disguise, right?
Yes.
Right. So, first of all, in Beast Wars, I'm not sure who he's disguising himself from.
Other gorillas.
Yeah, I guess. But also, he like still has like red eyes and like guns as a gorilla.
Right.
Like he's not.
Yeah,
and
they
it
think he's a
doesn't-
pretty badass gorilla.
You're right. It doesn't make him more formidable, like because it's just I'm a gorilla or I'm a robot, and it's like that's more or less the same strength. Like a truck, like that's Optimus Prime can help you move and stuff. Like he has a function as a truck. But like I just
Gorilla could help you move.
that's
true.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. Yeah. So could Optimus Prime, I guess.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
suppose.
I don't know that you've defended that bold assertion. I still believe robots and gorillas are different.
I
Yeah.
just feel like he needs another thing to transform
Needs to turn
into.
into a jet or something.
Right.
Yeah,
You should be like a
something.
jet gorilla.
Optimus Prime is generally, for being like the most badass one, he is, I'm sure people have talked about this, one of the more useless Transformers, right? Like,
Yeah,
he turns
he's a
into
big
a
rig.
big truck. Yeah, like, he
it's
can't
not
get
that
up hills.
useless. Yeah, that's true. He gets
Yeah.
he gets terrible gas mileage.
Like, a
You
bunch of
can't
the
take
big guys,
corners very well.
yeah, they turn into jets and stuff, and he's like, I'm going to be a big, stupid truck. That's
Like
not
lots of
helping
narrow
anybody.
roads and bridges he can't go over.
Yeah,
Tunnels are his weakness.
yep.
Parking garages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, there's a lot of places all of the other Transformers, even the ones that are cars, can go that he can't go. And what can he do? He can go to like way stations.
Yeah.
That's the
about
only
it.
thing he can do that they can't do. Mm-hmm. Which does look like fun.
Yeah, he can
does.
sleep at a truck stop if he needs to.
Does he crawl? Does he transform and crawl into his own cab?
Yeah.
How would that
He
even
better.
work?
I don't know, man.
It's like Bugs Bunny lifting himself by his ears. Let's move on.
All right. I guess we can move on. That's it for stories. Any other things happen this week?
No.
Fucking
It's just
Nothing
these
happened.
two stories? That's it? Just for news in general?
I mean, Christmas is always pretty slow.
Yeah, it's a slow
you're
news
right.
time. It's the time of year everybody's taking off. I'll expect news to pick back up next week.
Well, I guess let's thank some more Patreons.
Let's do it.
Patreon. Big thanks to Tux. Thank you very much, Tux. Thank you to Ricky Cilantro. Thank you to Norm from Cheers.
Woo.
Thank you to Space McNulty.
Woo.
Thank you to Oh Great, It's That Guy.
Woo.
Thank you to Nolan Mayton.
Woo.
Thank you to Vaccinated Man Andrew McGuire.
Woo.
Thank you to AJ.
Woo.
Thank you to Tip Drizzle. Thank you.
Woo. All right, let me jump in here.
Getting a little ragged.
I know.
Whoa.
Woo. I'm happy, though, really. I'm excited.
I guess.
Yeah, all right. Let me jump in here. Thank you to Breed Mouth. Thank you to
Thank
Mrs.
you.
Voitis.
Thank you.
Thank you to the ghost of Dave Thomas. God,
Thanks.
haunting us still. Thank you to Aaron Burser.
Thank you.
Thank you to David Knife Boot Hinson, MBA
Knife
CPA.
Boot.
Thank you to Christopher Robert Sparks, Esquire.
Thank you.
Thank you to Mackenzie Fuck Shuffling with Willem Dafoe's confusingly large dick. Chill.
Woo.
Thank you to Vaccinated Jay.
Thank you.
And thank you to Pie Guy.
Pie Guy.
Wow.
Pie
Man.
Guy.
Dave.
Woo.
Dave.
I'm Dave.
Whoa. Do you happen to have a reboot or a sequel or a reboot of a sequel or a sequel to a reboot that deserves more hype?
Sure. I don't think it's a sequel or a reboot.
Well, then what is it?
This is a movie.
Go
period, that just came out. Just came out
So
on
it's
Shudder.
like a pre-boot.
Yeah, it's a preboot.
It's a preboot. Oh shit.
It's on Shudder right now as we're speaking, It's called Vicious Fun. It's got around an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's from critics and audiences. It is interesting. It's about a guy who accidentally stumbles into a support group for serial killers, run by what's his name? David Kettner.
Yes.
From Anchorman. And that's it. And they realize he's not a serial killer, and he has to get away from them. So he's being hunted by a series of serial killers. This is a comedy.
I love it. I love it already. I never heard of it. I'm gonna go watch it as soon as I can.
Yeah.
This is my shit.
It's getting a lot of good reviews. It's looks like it's just pretty gory, fun comedy. So yeah. What do you guys think?
It's like straight out of the Sandman, but funnier.
I guess.
I'm into it. Yeah, I'm really into this trailer.
I'm always a sucker for anything where you get a ton of serial killers together and then somebody has to, I don't know, throw a party.
Yeah.
Throw a birthday party.
The trailer kind of gives the game away. I think one of the serial killers is someone who kills other serial killers, right? The lady. That's my guess, is that I think that's what's going to happen.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, but it looks like a really fun cast. It's all these people playing various weird... it's got the guy from fucking Sherlock Holmes. The, like, big French guy. You know the big French guy.
Oh, from the Guy Ritchie one?
Yeah, from the Guy Ritchie one.
Isn't that the Great Khali from WWE?
It might be. I'm pretty sure he's in this. Yeah, it just, I don't know. It looks weird and fun, and people should check out the trailer to see if it's the kind of thing they're into. But if you like gory comedies, yeah.
If you're not into it, get into it.
Get into it. Get the fuck into it.
Get inside of it.
Get inside of it. Let it inside of you.
This is your new thing. This is your new thing that you're into.
Yeah.
You just found it.
This is your new fetish.
Congratulations. Merry Christmas.
Director Cody Callahan he's made a few things that seem to be antisocial, let her out. I've never actually watched them, but they seem to have their own like fandom. So I think he has his own specific style.
Oh.
And he tends to make things that are kind of batshit. Let Her Out is about someone who I believe is being controlled by their unborn twin inside of them. So, like, yeah, there's a certain amount of batshit to this person's films that this will surely be. So, yeah, check it out, everyone.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, get the family around a fire, a nice warm fireplace, and watch this movie, and then unwrap presents.
Unwrap gifts. Drink some cider. It's Kurgan, not the Great Khali. The Great Khali is in the Longest Yard remake.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I think that's a sewed.
We did it.
We did it.
We did
Yay!
it. Oh, it's a Christmas miracle.
It is. Honestly, I had no idea if we were going to get to the end of this episode. Robert, thank you so much for being on.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having me. It was
fun.
Of
course. What do you want to plug? What do you want to tell people about? Yeah.
Yeah, you want to tell people, wish them Christmas cheer, anything?
No, I would find that deeply offensive. I just want to say happy holidays to everybody.
Sure.
Whatever you choose to celebrate. And I'm not on board with all of this Christmas shenanigans. These two guys. I want to plug 1-900-HOT-DOG. 1-900-HOTDOG.com. And that's me. That's Sean, baby. It's just writing funny shit to write funny shit. No agenda, no game plan. No rules, baby.
It's a lot of fun.
It is.
And we have our own podcast, the Dog Zone 9000. 2 G's, 2 Z's, 3 zeros. 2 guys having fun. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
It's
trying to bring
sweet,
that drive time energy.
Sweet morphine. Sweet morphine for your ears.
And I have my own Patreon where I write shit. I write stories and things that are, well, they're usually pretty funny, but they're not always. That's patreon.com/Brockwar, like my name, but with a war in it.
Nice.
I like it.
And wait, I got one more thing this week. It's kind of a surprise drop. They made an audiobook of my last book, Carrier Wave. Didn't know that was coming out, but it came out, and it's on steep sale on recorded books, but you can find it just about anywhere. And it's good. He did a great job.
Oh, excellent. I was about to ask, did you narrate it?
Does it? No. No, we sold the rights to recorded books, and they got a professional to do a good job.
I think Jason said like a similar thing to it when the J-Date audiobook was coming out. I was like, oh, do you narrate it? He's like, oh, God, no.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
No, this is the good version.
Oh.
Yeah, when they get Stephen King to read his own books, it's always pretty wild.
Oh,
it's
God,
it's like
that sounds
30
exhausting.
fucking hours. I would die.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
man.
so long.
Dave, why don't you talk about what we got going on?
Yeah, I could do that. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/gamefully unemployed. If you go on there, there's some exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman and Fox Mulder is a Maniac and Star Trek The Next Futurama. These are all on there. You can listen to just fucking hundreds of episodes of this bullshit that we've been doing.
Thousands of hours at this point.
Yeah, it's fucked up. We
You'll
watch
never
movies
listen
every
to all
Friday
of it.
night.
No,
yeah,
you'll
you'll
never
never.
get-
God, no. I can't even believe we recorded all of it.
I know. Just a whole chunk of our lives.
You were looking at a
Gone.
man's life here.
Yeah. Just weeks worth of sitting and talking.
Yep.
What the fuck?
I don't know, man. I
So
don't know
anyway,
what the
check it
hell
out.
our problem
Check
is.
it out, guys.
Yeah. We also have a store at tpublic.com/store/gameplay unemployed. You get t-shirts, masks, mugs, stickers, posters, all kinds of things. So check that out.
Woo!
Or don't. I don't care.
Yeah, we're indifferent. Hypecast.
care what you do. Hypecast. Indifferent cast.
Yeah.
All right, let's be done. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ooh, I tanked this podcast. I did
Yeah!
it first.
Woo!
Our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can follow him on Twitter at @thecorlew, CORLEW, and find more music at shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our artwork is produced by Justin Brown. You can follow him on Twitter at @JustinTBrown, and find more of his artwork at artnessbyjustinbrown.com and justinbrown.info.